So, it has come to this. Many people and aliens have died, even the robots. Classic. He's painted himself red, the color of war.
His opponent is in the bottom left, and he is responsible for going on a little run here to bring us to Game 7. He is Byun. So chat, if you haven't done so, state your allegiances now. Put your predictions on the record. This is it. One game to decide them all.
I'm gonna guess standard late game again. Big map, Symphonic. I mean, there are the speedy zones, so any pressure plays that is trying to target this forward third base is gonna be expedited by that. But I still expect a macro game from these guys now.
Yeah, for sure. It's a map that I think is probably easier to play standard than it is to try to make some type of heavy pressure or all-in play work. Not to say by any means that they can't be pulled off here, but I also would expect a macro game.
I'm also sure that these guys will be happy to go to sleep after this. They've been fighting all day already. The absolute grind is on for both. They still want to be the best. And not just in this, just in general.
Reaper does not see the Twilight just yet. That would be nice to confirm that. Gets one probe kill. And thus far, we're shaping up for, at least at the moment, looks like a 2-1-1. This, of course, is the build made famous by Byun, who just relentlessly used it in several matchups. I don't know if he used it in TBT, but obviously he used it all of the time in TBC and somewhat frequently in TVP as well. But we'll find out, is it going to be a starport after that factory? If not, I would expect a third barracks.
Well, about to find out. Looks like a starport to me. Yep.
Yep, there we go. 2-1-1, ladies and gentlemen.
Blink from Classic. I wouldn't actually mind seeing a heavier Blink Stalker play this time around, but maybe an observer spotting for them. Getting into that base, trying to do some trades actually would be really nice against what Byun has been doing. As there's never a tank or anything like that, so you can definitely trade well with Marines when you do that. I'd love to see it.
You can indeed. Yeah. So
there's a robo, so I think the build is on, technically speaking. Whether Classic actually goes that way, though, is a different topic. He's looking for his third.
He's going to take a third behind it, but Blink builds are still, at one point in time, they were all the rage. There were so many different things you could do with them, but I think even now, it is still a very versatile tech. It's a versatile build. You can make a lot of Blink Stalkers and just do things like this. Well, he's doing it with 2 Stalkers, don't even have Blink in, but just like poke in, kill a Marine or 2, cancel the bunker, etc. You just get little edges here and there. The Reaper is going to get up into the main and get a full scout while this is going on, by the way. But yeah, there's still a lot of things that you can do with Blink, and Byun does actually see those 2 Stalkers blink away, so he knows what he's up against. Kind of curious how Byun wants to play this. I mean, if he were to send both of these medevacs with bio out now to try to get damage done on the other side of the map, for all he knows, there might be quite a few more Stalkers outside of his base, which is about to be the case right now as Classic sends 7 more Stalkers across.
Yeah,
so
good
Byun
thing
Byun
made a tank.
Yeah,
really good thing.
Good call there.
Oh, don't do it.
Yeah,
Where observer? There observer. Okay.
Yes, pretty pretty bold there by Classic, but of course he made the right call in pulling back. He's going to bring the observer up, probably see if he can find an angle in which to get into the main, it seems, but two tanks there in good position, or were in good position anyway. The observer does, I think, spot that move out. Byun's going to try to go for a wraparound with those two tanks and a handful of Marines. He is going to get a number of Stalkers there.
Damn. That was a hell of a cleanup, Symphonic. 7 Stalkers have died so far. That is a lot more monies than what Byun has had to spend on this. And even beautiful tank micro picking it up at 5 HP. It lives.
Yeah. Fantastic play, fantastic foresight there by Byun. He knew that Classic was committed with that blink in, and he's just sent that small army around the back. He knew Classic would blink out, and that definitely gives him an edge here to push. There's one Colossus out, does not yet have Thermal Lance, no charge for any Zealots, and the Stalkers are just melting right now. Beautiful split from Byun on the Disruptor too.
Can you get it done here? I mean, Byun has got such good attacks here, but we've seen how good the defense of Classic has been.
Yep,
C-Check is being repaired, but Zealots are on top of it. Oh, the Widow Mine's blowing them all up, though.
Yep,
at least an even trade.
Trader Mines finishing the job there on the Siege tanks. Classic ultimately does hold. That was a scary moment there for Classic, but yeah, he managed to get through it. He does have a fully saturated third base, and with Thermal Lance finishing up, things are pretty even right now, I would say.
Yeah, he's still getting like a wave of probe for the gases, but after that he can just focus on units until he decides he needs a fourth base. I think he's pretty comfortable right now, though. Maybe even to do it right away.
Yeah, so if there's one thing that I like for Byun, it's that he was able to scout all of this tech, right as it came out. He saw that first Colossus. Of course, he saw charge and everything. But so he is able to prepare. Theoretically, I think he should be able to attack when he wants, and he should also be able to get out the tools that he needs for that attack. That is to say, he's not going to get across the map with a bunch of bio and find out, oh crap, there are 3 Colossi over there. He is making, or has already made some Vikings so far. Oh my!
Ooh, so mutual destruction there.
Yeah. I think it could have been worse for Byun there, but it was a nice little chunk that Classic got with that Disruptor shot, and a triple Widowmine drop. It's actually going in at the third base right now. Classic is not pulled yet.
I've seen it. I've looked at it. It happened.
You got it. You got it. Well, well done there.
10 workers
to Class. Yeah, condolences to half of his mineral line.
This is when you just pause your stream and restart the speedrun, right? Because it just
right.
Freaking last level, man. It's so hard to get past that thing.
Yeah, Classic has been impeccable in his Widowmine drop defense so far. That one definitely hurt. I mean, he's down to 54, just got up to 57 workers to Byun's 70. So again, it's not as though the game is over by any stretch of the imagination, but that is a tough blow to take. He's actually going to recall back home to defend.
The infantry ball is getting surrounded. The Stalker's not going to let them leave. Picking off those medivacs very nicely.
Yeah.
Lots of Zealots here.
Actually, some heavy losses there, Naka, and I've got to say, for Byun's sake, I would have loved to have seen that move if the army that we see on the map now, if they were already outside of the third base. I think that actually would have been devastating, but as it was...
Oh yeah, they still had ways to go.
Yeah, Classic made the right call, cleaned it up with minimal losses, and I think that has pulled him at least even, possibly even put him in the lead now. That hurt. It was three medevacs full of units. That's no small loss for Byun.
Yeah, man, but his eco has been soaring, so I'm still really liking Byun's position. Classic's army, however, is freaking terrifying. 114 army supply versus just about 90 And they at least have +1 with +2 on the way, so there is going to be a significant amount of time where +2 is done for Protoss, but Terran is just stuck on 1-1. Maybe these ghosts can make a difference. I think Classic is waiting for that +2 before he pushes into this one. It would be hard otherwise.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I believe he's waiting for that. Looks like another warp in, but yeah, he's about to pull the trigger here. He's pre-split. +2 attack is finishing right now.
Now he knows exactly
you know
what's
what?
going to happen.
Yeah, he's sending up an observer as well. Byun had sniped the previous observer. I think Classic wants to ascertain the layout of Byun's army here, where they're positioned before he commits to the attack.
Oh, Classic's changing things up. He's looking for a wraparound, but the Zealots could technically pick off half the flank, but...
Yep.
Oh, the storms in the
goodness,
middle of everything!
storms.
Are you kidding me?
All over all of the bio there, guys. This could be the deciding engagement in this best of 7. Classic is blanketing Byun's army with storms. He's marching forward with charge loss with 1 Colossus at the back. I don't think Byun has enough to hold.
That was absolutely savage, and Classic's not done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
He does.
Just stick together with the army, and I think he can potentially close this out now. 29 workers have gone down, even though Byun's upgrades are finishing. I'm not sure it matters. Classic can keep warping in stuff. He does have a warp prism here, right? No, he doesn't actually. Okay, that's the one saving grace for Byun. He also... Wait, is that command center gonna burn down? No way. Oh, no, 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 no.
Please no. Please no. I can't... As a Terran, I just... It's happened to me so many times.
That was 2 HP.
Right. Yeah.
Even the
things are still looking dire for Byun, but that's more about a moral victory. Classic smells blood in the water. He's going for the kill. There is 1 Colossus. Vikings need to get back up in the air to take it. Storms once again hit the bio hard.
Taking down the Colossus helps, but all these storms just blanketing the units with bad weather, and that's probably gonna be a rip with Classic more than doubling the supply. Byun taps out, and Classic takes the show match. Whew. Symphonic, that was insane. Our first show match already going to game 7. Absolute beasts destroying each other here, Classic and Byun. Oh my god. Classic takes it.
Awesome. Awesome series there. Couldn't ask for any more. These guys also, just on a personal note, they were ready to go each time. We didn't have to wait at all, so it was just a pleasure to cast in every way. So thanks to them for playing. Thanks to everyone else for watching. Thanks for the follows. I think we had that one anonymous donation as well. So thank you, everyone. Could not ask for more than a game 7, and it all went off smoothly.
Huge thank you to Army Man, who is supporting us on Patreon at level 7. Your contribution single-handedly covers one of our minor events every month. Our patrons enable us to make better content, host larger events, and to give more back to the community. Our next Patreon goal is at $300. It will allow us to maintain our current event budget. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.